fourth, who we saw has the coveted sentimental property of Josh Blade. Blade delivers a spine buster, but only as a means to get past weigh-ins and closer to his doll.
The winner, Bruce Wyatt!
And when these guys were together with Trigger Warning, they were a faction of shooters. They were guys not to be messed with. You're not going to psychologically damage Chongo. You're going to open yourself up for an armbar just like that. And he's tapping out, folks. That's it.
Contest is a triple threat match. The winner gets a shot at the heavyweight championship.
The tandem now. A double Lariotto. Chad biting Manny's calf. Manny delivers a baseball slide drop kick out of the ring. Commandant of officials telling them, you know, you can't win out here, boys. Gotta get back in the ring. And there he starts the count. Up to a count of 6 is our official. And Marlon Bishop gives an uppercut to Manny Lemons out of nowhere. That's a 10 count, folks.
Let's welcome out to the ring at this time the Brothers Smith.
Welcome to Devotion Championship Wrestling's Wrestling at the Gateway. I'm your host, the Cicerone, Lauren Gardner. Starting off this Sunday in the most righteous way possible with the Brother Smith. Brother Austin, Brother Chatwin, two gentlemen you're happy to see, but if they're knocking on your door on a Saturday morning, you'd rather not. But for those of us here at the Gateway, we are a captive audience, and Brother Chatwin has got a microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some bad news. Our great watcher, Tombstone Jesus, suffered a knee injury. Tore ligament in his knee. But we will revenge our great watcher.
Also true, brother. This is awesome.
And how we're gonna do it? We're challenging Air Filter to a handicap match right now.
You know, sometimes I think that when it comes to the Brother Smith, their hearts are much bigger than their brains. But none are bigger than Monster Zero himself, Filter. Filter, who we saw just 2 weeks ago brutally beat down Tombstone Jesus, resulting in the knee injury of which Brother Chatwin was just talking about. And they are now hoping to, quote, revenge their great watcher in Tombstone Jesus. I think it is safe to say that the good book that the brother always carries with them is not a dictionary. Brother Austin coming off the ropes right off the bat and met with a brick wall. When last we saw the Brother Smith against the now champions of the tag team division, the Grunt Style Stable, Brother Austin really did impress me. He has shown marked improvement. However, the Monster Zero is a completely different story altogether. He's a different realm. He's something that I don't know if the brethren have ever gone up against, but maybe they are smarter than they look. Well done. Some great tag team continuity. Still haven't got that high five down, but they'll get it next time. Filter coming back, plowing through both of the brother. Picks up Brother Austin and a toss suplex. Oh my goodness. Brother Austin, the legal man, the Brother Smith should be tagging in and out in this match. As this is a 2-on-1 match, they still have to adhere to tag team rules. Some see a 2-on-1 as a handicap, and I'll be honest, I think the handicap might be in favor of the brethren right now. Oh gosh, inverted atomic drop followed up by a big Lariotto. Filter means business. His business isn't usually the legal kind though. An elbow drop to the already supine Brother Austin. Our sophomore official checking on Brother Austin, make sure he's okay. We appreciate our sophomore official, Sean. He's got a task on him, as we've seen Filter, who has not taken kindly to authority, both with our commandant of officials, Dewey, and with our senior junior official, Max Larson. Tag is made, and tenderly steps into the ring Brother Chatwin, who is met quickly and tossed, oh my gosh, completely across the ring by the Monster Zero, who now takes Brother Chatwin and is power slammed right into the mat. He's feeling that for sure. Trying to catch his wind, I'm sure, as it was completely knocked out of him. Brother Chatwin at least able to get up into a seated position, but is quickly stomped right back down by Filter. Coming off the ropes again is Filter. A senton has got Brother Chatwin needing a tag in the worst way possible. In the meantime, Brother Austin's doing what he can from the corner, getting the devoted faithful behind him. Oh boy, even trying to get a shot in as Filter was coming off the ropes, but this allows Brother Chatwin to come in. Great work, Brother Chatwin. He's got all the heart in the world, not all the brains, as we have previously established. Into a vertical suplex and right back down. Brother Chatwin needs to get a tag in the worst way. Goes for a cover, 2, kicks out. I'm telling you, Brother Chatwin, probably more heart than anyone else in the game. Filter taking some time to center himself. And we've seen this in the past, just like Over the Top's Lincoln Hawk. This 1987 Sylvester Stallone, when he takes those straps off, it's like turning on a switch. Goes in for an F-bomb here, but Brother Austin to the rescue, delivering hammer fists, and then Brother Chatwin joins in as well. And now prayer chops in stereo, driving Filter back into the corner. The Brother have got something in store here. They've got the power, and a splash right in to Filter, pushes him out. Oh, beautifully done, a running knee from Brother Austin. The Brother assuring themselves that they've got it. And they are shaming, and the devoted faithful joining in. No! Instead, they are both met with a double F-bomb. And I think Brother Austin is completely out. He is... Gosh, that's it, folks.
And your winner,
In today's main event, Tom Chad, as the #1 contender, looks to take on the DCW champion, Sam Adonis. Let's go to Sam Adonis backstage.
Salt Lake City, Sammy Two Belts is live and in Technicolor here on your TV screen. And as you can see, I did exactly what I said I was gonna do, and that's become the DCW Heavyweight Champion. You see, tonight, I have somebody that I respect. Tom Chad, he did a good deed and made it all work out in my favor. And he's a deserving champion. But the chip on my shoulder is much bigger than the Rocky Mountains. And I know that he will not come out of this match victorious. The era of Sam Adonis in DCW has just begun. You know, Sam Adonis has proved, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he can beat anybody one-on-one. He doesn't need my help. But you know what? Although Chad is a great person, deserving of his shot, he can't be trusted. So I'm gonna be out there, just in case.
hailing from Louisville, Kentucky, Tony Bizzles, Anthony Canning, the complete opponents, the Mercenary Derek Pizzatoro and Roman Roselle, the Grunt Style Stable.
GSS in force today.
And last but not least, UFC Hall of Famer Dan the Beast Severn.
Such an honor to have a man such as Dan the Beast Severn here. I remember watching him on UFC 1. Great to have him here supporting the Grunt Style Stable, the DCW Tag Team Champions. Right off the bat, Tony Bizzo is going against the Mercenary, Derek Pizzatoro, and right off the bat, the devoted faithful getting behind Pizzatoro with the Bring the Violence chant. The muscle of both teams going into a collar and elbow tie-up. Ooh, a lot of emotions in this match as the complete package made their debut here by jumping the Grunt Style Stable out of nowhere. And of course, a lot of this has to do with the animosity between the introduction of the Grunt Style Stable into the OVW locker room. I'm sure Bizzo and Katina are not happy about having all the more competition, especially competition as sound as is the Grunt Style Stable. I don't know if I've ever seen a team come in and dominate a locker room in competition as I've seen the Grunt Style Stable. Off the ropes into a double shoulder tackle. Great shot of the UFC and NWA Hall of Famer there. Back into another shoulder tackle. This time both opponents land on their backs. Both competitors up to their feet, and Bizzo looking to make up with a scoop slam to the Mercenary. And now taunting the Mercenary. Bizzo waiting and then striking. All the while, Katina taking the time to make sure the fans know that they don't care, but with a spine buster like that, they are gonna care. Goes for the cover, 2. Bizzo kicks out at 2. Katina going in to break it up, and our senior junior official, Max Larson, not having it. Definitely a big fan of Max Larson. Both competitors now going over and tagging their opponents. Roman Roselle looking to take on Katina, and Katina taking time to make fun of the diminutive height compared to the others in the ring. I, for one, would not be making fun of any former member of the Special Forces, a tank brigader, a starter for the ASU Sun Devils wrestling team, and putting his grappling skills on display right here. Roman Roselle showing why he earned his spot as the oldest starting NCAA athlete. However, Katina has been in the pro wrestling game for quite a while. 7 years for this young man of only 24 years old. Oh, and a poke to the eye, clearly visible to us. And the Mercenary is fired up, extremely angry about this disrespect. Bizzo is hanging Roman Roselle from a full Nelson. Katina just taking pot shots at him. Scoops up Roselle, throws him down to the mat. Tag is made. In comes Bizzo. Comes off the ropes. Kisses his bicep before he drops an elbow. Come on, man. The devoted faithful have clearly chosen their champion, cheering on Roselle. Meanwhile, Bizzo driving his shoulder, sledding right in to this member of the Grunt Style Stable, and he needs a tag in a bad way. Katina coming back after, I'm sure, causing havoc, and why wouldn't he be over in the other corner egging on Dan Severn? The complete package looking to finish things right now, but instead Roselle comes back, hoisted by their own Jean-Luc Picard, goes for a schoolboy, 1, 2, that's it, folks! The Grunt Style Stable retain their tag team championships.
And DCW tag team champions, the Grunt Style Stable.
You know, it was Dan Severn that presented these newly minted championship belts to the Grunt Style Stable, and I can only think it fitting he be here and see them able to successfully defend them. Congratulations to the Grunt Style Stable, without a doubt, but the complete package seemingly imploding right now, but Roselle, with his degree in sociology and a history in conflict management, able to, I mean, he's trying to reason with them. Roselle, he puts his hand up, and I'm guessing, yeah, it's 1987 all over again, shades of the Mega Powers. The Mercenary shaking hands with Bizzo. Earlier today, folks, we caught up with Tom Chad as he was preparing to take on Sam Adonis for the Heavyweight Championship.
Tonight's been a long time coming. Tonight's the reason why every wrestler gets in the game. There's no friends inside the ring or no friends outside the ring. You want to make friends? Join the Cub Scouts. I did what I had to get to this point, sure. But everyone's talking about Tom Chad. Tonight, they're not going to be disappointed. Tonight's the beginning of the Tom Chad Show.
From Derriere Farm, weighing in at 320 pounds, the pineapple-clad Tom Chad.
This is your main event, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Chad, after, well, it's definitely a road he's been down, and not one that I think he is quick to ever come back from after turning on his one-time best friend, one-time partner,
Hailing
Manny Lemons.
from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and accompanied by his legal counsel, Matthew Robles, the DCW heavyweight champion, Sam Adonis.
El Rudo de las Chicas, yes, one and the same. The DCW heavyweight champion, Sam Adonis, and yes, you will see that his associate there, Matthew Robles, aka the MK Bandit, is also carrying another belt, of which he is a holder, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the Federal Sports Entertainment heavyweight champion was designated by the director of Federal Sports Entertainment, being, yes, one and the same, Matthew Robles. But the assessment that we heard earlier tonight from MK, I think, was astute in that, no, you can't trust Tom Chad, and Manny Lemons learned that the extremely hard way, as it was because of Tom Chad that Manny Lemons lost the championship. When he interfered, when he turned his back on Manny Lemons, he essentially turned his back on all of DCW. Our commandant of officials, referee Dewey Larson, will be officiating this match. We could not be in possibly better hands. Folks, he is one of the best. Don't believe me, just type his name into the old Google machine and you'll see just how good he is. Folks, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today here at the Gateway on the CW30. And on behalf of all of DCW, we appreciate you taking precautions and staying safe during this time. There are not a lot of professional wrestling shows being put on in the entire country, and it's only because of the diligence and the precautions that our fans take that we are able to do this today. Well, I hope that this has been, I would hope that this has been sufficient time for the MK Bandit to get all of his jaw-jacking out of the way, but I'm afraid that's not going to be the case. Collar and elbow tie-up for the two of our competitors. Tom Chad taking time to point out the particular choice of grooming that our DCW heavyweight champion employs. And the champ comes back with a side headlock. However, Tom Chad still holding on around the waist. Off come the ropes. Tom Chad, a big old hunk of mass. Not going to move him that easily. Right back into a side headlock. And again, that side waist lock that Tom Chad is using to counter. Off the ropes again. Let's see if he can make best a second time. He does not.
Why don't you try it? Should I give it a go?
We have seen these antics before from Sam Adonis, and sadly, Tom Chad not the sharpest knife in the kitchen drawer. The DCW champion with a sit outside headlock. Tom Chad reverses 2, 1 and a 2. It was 2. Sam Adonis arguing. Tom Chad goes for another and rolls back out, does Sam Adonis into his sit out position. Now, that's a good move for Tom Chad to, break up the side headlock, but he's not going to get a win. That's easily just able to roll back out. So getting to his feet is the best strategy, which he's done, and now reverse into his own, not really a full-on headlock, but oh gosh, that was a full-on clothesline by Sam Adonis. 2, Tom Chad kicks out. Now, right here, this shows the ring maturity that Sam Adonis has. Not character maturity, but he goes right into a chin lock with a knee in the back. He's just always transitioning into something else. It may not be pretty, like that 12-6 elbow, but it is effective, and that just shows the maturity, the veteran prowess that Sam Adonis has in the ring. A double tiger claw puts Tom Chad into the corner. And so far, this has been all things Adonis. Referee Dewey giving a count, and yes, of course, Matthew Robles is there to let him know how he's incorrectly doing his job. Trust me, he's not someone that you can critique, MK. However, this is a great strategy for Sam Adonis. The longer this match goes, the more it favors the DCW champion, and he's taking his time. He's not wasting a lot of energy in movement, but he is being effective with every movement that he takes. An elbow and a roundhouse from Tom Chad into the midsection of Adonis is able to put him into a side headlock. Now coming off the ropes, dodges a hook, but is delivered right into a back elbow. Goes for the pinfall. Sam Adonis clearly upset, and even more unjustifiably upset Matthew Robles. Tom Chad still not able to get up to his feet, and in the meantime, Sam Adonis takes advantage, going into a bit of a crossface / nose lock, like a chin lock, but he's pulling right on his nose. Definite incentive for Tom Chad to finally get to his feet, as he does. Still with that lock on, but a shot right to the lower abdomen. Second time, Tom Chad breaks the hold finally, and now goes into a side headlock of his own, comes into the ropes, goes off, ducks a hook, comes back, ducks the backhand, comes back a third time, and delivers a lariato, followed up by a clothesline and a dusty elbow to boot. He blocks a second dusty elbow, instead going for a scoop slam, and now decides one more how to do it. An elbow to the sternum, goes in for a pin, kicks out at 2 as Adonis, and I wonder at this point, that expatiation of offense, if it didn't drain the reserve tank of Tom Chad, which can definitely be a hindrance for bigger athletes. Tom Chad delivers a right hook, and Adonis goes into the corner and delivers a defensive elbow going up to the second rope, going for a neck breaker, but caught instead by Tom Chad. Clearly exhausted, he goes for the cover. 2, kick out at 2. Tom Chad, he must be grappling with the concept that for him to win this match, if it's gonna happen, if he's gonna become the DCW champion, it's gonna have to be sealed and dealt soon. Delivers a standing leg drop, goes for the pin. 1, 2, and there he is, folks, the most Pecksniffian player in all of the stage of professional wrestling, interfering. Although it's a nice shot of poetic justice for Tom Chad. Adonis with the schoolboy. Chad kicks out at 2. Adonis trying to keep his momentum, goes for an inside cradle, kicks out at 2, and Tom Chad up to his feet. The 2 now, into a backslide. 2, kicks out again. Tom Chad up to his feet, a kick to the gut, and a cravat neck breaker. He goes for the cover. 1, 2, that's it, folks. He's done it.
Your winner and new DCW Heavyweight Champion, the pineapple-clad Tom Chad.
Robles is beside himself. He's trying to steal it back. Tom Chad, I have to say, he won it, folks. And in this instance, in this match, he won it fair and square. But the bridges that he burned to get to this point cost him years of friendship and a lot of integrity, that's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to tune in next week. We've got singles action with Bonesaw William Cutting looking to pay back Craig Washington IV. Also, the Brother Smith will take on both the Complete Package and the Black Horseman in a 3-way tag team match. And in our main event, Manny Lemons will take on the Enforcer, Marlon Bishop. Folks, as always, I'm the Cicerone, Lauren Gardner. Thank you for spending this short part of your Sunday with us. And until next time, stay devoted.
Now I will kill you.